Everybody, we're going live with KellyGirl Thursday.
Hello, happy Thursday.
It's KellyGirl Thursday, folks. We go live with KellyGirl every Thursday. If you haven't watched our show yet, our show goes live every day, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's the only live podcast in America that goes off 5 days a week. No editing. Whatever we say, it's you're going to hear. We don't have any filters. We don't have anything.
Although you definitely have
no. The boss is here today, so.
Who, me?
Yeah. The boss of your Saltwater Guide. There she is. We got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about today, gang. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about. Hey, Tim, what do you think?
Tim.
Look at that hat,
That's
big
such
guy.
A cool hat.
I love this hat. I normally I have to wear sponsorships hats, but I don't have one for Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance. But I probably will after the show. But Tim, you get it today, buddy.
This is a cool hat. I've even worn it once or twice. I wore it.
It definitely makes us think about the Sierras and the good old days when we weren't so busy and we didn't have a monkey.
We didn't have a monkey. Yeah, we were able to go places.
And we used to go up to Lee Vining. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that was so fun, huh?
So
eating at the gas station.
Yeah. We need to go back soon.
We definitely need to go back there, gang. But we'll take your questions today. If you have any questions for KellyGirl or myself, we'll take your questions. We try not to read them off the screen. I do the best.
He always does.
No, Arnie, you know Dave Hansen doesn't have a filter. You know that.
Everybody knows that. You know, Dave, you know he does not have a filter.
But I think that's why we get so many views too, because I'm like, I was talking to one of the guys over at AFCO last night. And I think that's why we get so many views, because I'm like a NASCAR race. They're just waiting for the pileup. There's always an accident, but they want to see how big of a pileup it's going to be. They want to see how big of a pileup it's going to be. Gang, we got a good hour with KellyGirl, so let's make it count, gang. If you have any really good questions, just send them right into my phone at 949-374-0786. And I want one of our new members that just signed up to the website said something today that I want to talk about.
What's that?
The accessibility of me.
Oh, yeah.
It blows their minds. Gang, you're not going to find anybody that owns a website that has a social media presence like I do, that gets millions of views a day, that gives out his personal phone number to you and you can call him up and talk to him about anything.
That's crazy.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Your phone rings all day long, all day until, and that's great. We love it, right?
I'm not complaining
at all, but it really, members reach out to you and they're so amazed. Yeah. When you answer the phone, they're like, I can't believe you actually answered the phone.
And I do. I take all the calls unless I'm busy downstairs or something, cleaning up after the cats or the monkey or something. Then KellyGirl.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm sorry, hey, Kelly's here. When you guys, it's just me talking. Yeah. You know, I clean everything, but when KellyGirl's here, I have to be on it. When KellyGirl,
no, you don't clean anything. And when you do clean, I have to go right behind you and clean it again. So there you have it. You've heard it here first.
No way.
Sometimes you make an effort, but usually not.
No way.
I'm just telling the truth here. I'm like, that's my honesty. Right, Dave?
KellyGirl, Bob just sent in a cool message. You're going to love this. What kind of music do you listen to, KellyGirl? And who's your favorite band?
Bob who?
Bob Geis.
Oh. Wow. Well, let's see. What kind of music do I listen to?
G-I-S. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
I listen to a variety of music. I like alternative. I like classic rock. Some of my favorite bands I love the Eagles. I grew up listening to the Eagles. I don't know. I listen to a variety. There are only two kinds of music genres that I'm not fond of. And I'd have to say they are, what do you call it? Reggae. I don't like reggae, even though we named Marley after Bob Marley. I'm not a big fan of reggae or country music. I want something you can dance to.
And I like both of those.
I'm a dancer. I like,
My very most favorite band, though, is Aerosmith or REO Speedwagon. Those are my two favorites. I can listen to them all day, every day. And reggae, I'm super into reggae. I love reggae. I listen to it in my truck when I'm driving by myself. And I love country, old country.
Yeah, I love country and western. What do they call it? Something different. But yeah, I can tolerate that. Like I love Patsy Cline. I love
Johnny
Loretta
Cash,
Lynn,
Merle Haggard.
Yeah, all those.
All those.
All those.
There you go. That's all she. That's all she knows,
Well,
folks.
I don't wanna, it takes time trying to figure it out. But thanks for the question.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kel. I was looking at the questions again. You didn't
here we
bring.
go. We had this conversation.
You got your glasses. I'm
before
sorry.
with this show. I said, please don't
Do me a big favor, gang. Stop sending the comments and send them to my phone because I get in trouble. I get a spanking, and it definitely affects
you
the
wish
evening.
you got a spanking. Right. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do. I do wish that you
Okay,
could
all right.
But we're not going there.
Okay.
That's the after hours
Moving
show.
on.
All right.
We don't
John Stanley has a phenomenal question. Oh, and don't forget it's Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance Thursday. Every Thursday, sponsored by Larry and the gang over at Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance. And KellyGirl and I are going to Alaska to go fishing in September. The first 2 weeks of September, we will be at the lodge in Gustavus, Alaska with Larry Hansen and the group. And you guys, I think there's one spot available for the first trip, and then the second trip there's still 4 spots available, gang. You want to join us up there, and we'll throw up the QR code and we'll throw up a little information about it a little later on in the show. And then we're going to talk a lot about Bart Hall show coming up. We got QR code we'll show you. You can save on tickets. And I talked to the people over at the Bart Hall show yesterday after our show. We're going to give away a ticket package on the show.
Nice.
We're just figuring out who's going to get to win that, how we're going to come about it. And then tomorrow night, Justin Botrell's going live on the water on a straight kids trip.
That is awesome.
Rylan, his son Rylan, is going to be the deckhand. He's going to be in charge of all the kids. There's going to be 4 children on the boat and Rylan as the deckhand, and they're going to be doing the live hoop netting from the water inside of Long Beach Harbor. It's going to be spectacular, gang. If you love children like KellyGirl and I do, or if you just love, maybe you don't like kids, but you like lobsters.
Well,
it's going to be
children.
It's going to be a must watch for everyone. It's going to be incredible, gang. I could almost start crying just thinking about it.
I just want to watch it just to see Rylan in
doing
charge of all the other kids.
Because he is so fun.
And he's so professional, though. He was at last year's PCS show, and he is a doll, first off. But he's just so businesslike. He helped his dad out, Justin, and
he came up on stage, helped me out.
Did.
We talked about lobster poop. We talked about lobster poop. It was good.
Yeah, that's going to be cool tomorrow night.
And gang, KellyGirl and I want to ask you all to do us a huge favor. It's easy and it's free. On the bottom, if you're watching on Facebook, there's like a little Nike swoosh looking arrow. That's your share button. If you just tap on that, gang, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to cost any money. And that way, all your friends that you tell them about Dave and Kelly's show and Dave going live every day, they get a chance to see it, not hear it from, oh, you should have heard what Dave said today. You can actually watch me. And over there on YouTube, gang, share this. There's an easy way to share it on YouTube. It helps us out tremendously, gang. It really does. And it's free for all of you. It's free. And you're helping us. Yep. And if we entertain you at all, and if you enjoy our shows, you can leave us some stars or you can leave us some tips over there on YouTube. Mm-hmm. It's very, very easy. It's very, very simple to do. And we appreciate every dime. It goes to feeding our animals. We have inside cats, outside cats.
You have outside cats. I don't have outside cats. Dave does. Their eyes every time he says this. I don't have outside cats. I have 2 cats and a monkey.
I'm an animal lover. I can't help it. I love all animals but sea lions.
Oh, what was that? Hello?
That was Dolly trying to get in here to see what monkey tastes like.
Okay.
Those of you that don't know, we got a humongous audience right now, baby. Oh, that little animal you see running around behind us, he's not a rat. That is Marley. He's our monkey. He is. Yeah.
He's like our little child.
And when KellyGirl's in here, if you can see him, there's something about KellyGirl and Marley's relationship. It's pretty special.
I'm his mama.
He loves her so much. Yeah. And so he's all fired up right now. And if you guys watched the video Elliot and I posted this morning, KellyGirl got Marley 500 worms for Christmas. and I videoed him when he opened the package and got to see 500 live mealworms, and you get to watch him eat them. And when you see his little facial expressions and everything, he is so excited and happy
he
about
is
the
loving
mealworms.
those worms. I don't really like the worms. I don't like to feed them to him because what Marley does is he'll take a worm. Like I'll give him a worm with I have to use tweezers to hand it or to give them to him because I don't want to touch them and they're so gross. But Marley will eat them and then like spit up what do you call that? Their shell, their casing or
the
whatever.
casing, yeah.
And it's just gross. But he loves them. So yeah, it's gross. I have to use tweezers and I just kind of feed him.
All right.
What?
And it's fun.
It's fun. It's so fun.
You have so much fun feeding him, and he loves when he sees Kelly walk into the room with the tweezers. He knows what is going to happen. But the real big one is when she walks in with the toothbrush.
This right here, when Marley sees me walk in, or if I grab this toothbrush, Marley usually, he probably won't do it now because Dave's here. He doesn't like to do it in front of Dave, but Marley will. I don't even like talking about it sometimes because I feel kind of like it's wrong. But so yeah, Marley likes to have his fur brushed with this. Yeah, so I do that for him.
Yeah. Yeah, the fur.
His fur.
Yes. And those of you that are adults, you understand what she's saying. The fur. The fur. Okay, so gang, we got some cool questions. Mike Lewis, thank you. The carcasses. Yeah.
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Spits out the carcasses.
It's gross. It's pretty gross.
Gang, you got to send in your comments and messages and everything to my phone number at 949-374-0786. We're going to be on here for an hour with you. So send in your questions. We'll do it. And John Stanley has a great question.
Okay.
And I'm going to shut up and let you answer it.
Okay.
He wants to know, what was your first date with Dave like? And was it cool like we all hope it was?
Let's see. Oh wait, no, that was somebody else I went out with. No,
Stop it.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That was not. I wasn't even.
That hurt.
I'm just.
If I had any feelings, that would hurt.
I know. If you had feelings. Let's see. Our first date was we went on the freelance. I was the captain of the freelance. You were running the freelance, and oh my gosh, now it's all coming back to me. Dave was running the freelance, and it was a twilight trip that we went on, right? So
listen, there's a lot of people out there that love to pick up on the verbiage that we use. I've been driving boats for 40 plus years, gang. We call it in the big people world driving the boat. I know you guys have the nautical terms call it conning the boat or piloting the boat, but in big people world, we call it driving.
I said running the boat.
Running the boat, driving the boat, but there's a lot of people that are just keying on the words, you know.
Well, that's okay.
So I was the captain.
He was in charge. He was at the helm of the freelance out of Davy's Locker in Newport Beach. And it was a twilight trip that he invited me to go on. And the cool thing, and I was so nervous, is that he picked me up. Where exactly was that? That was just on the fishing.
There's a public dock on the peninsula as you're leaving Newport Harbor. There's a big public dock that people fish on. And the day that gang, just so you know, my wife, not as much anymore, but back in the beginning, time was not an important feature in her life.
What?
So I was running the twilight boat. We were catching giant squid back then, the Humboldt squid. And I had 90 people on the boat, 90. And the boat left at 7 o'clock, and KellyGirl was supposed to be there at 6:30. She showed up at about 7:30.
No, I did not. You're exaggerating.
Well,
I don't even think I was late, but we'll just for the sake of the show, we'll say, no, I'm just kidding. I probably was maybe half hour late. But I was so nervous because Dave said, okay, now what you need to do is you need to park your car, and then you're going to have to walk all the way down this pier.
Dock.
But it was long. It seemed like it was long. It wasn't long, but I mean,
for your first time.
For the first time, and there were these guys fishing.
A lot of them,
and they were not happy. They did not look
because
they were happy. They were giving me dirty looks.
Why weren't they happy?
Because they had to wind in their line and move.
Why?
Because you were coming to pick me up.
On a 100-foot long sport boat, or 75-foot. Excuse me. Let's not get too excited. 75-foot long sport boat called the Freelance, big steel boat with 90 people on it. This is our first date, by the way. This is how you impress a girl.
I mean, I'm dressed. I mean, I don't think I was dressed to go fishing, but I don't know. I mean, I was very nervous, and then to have to go through this gauntlet of, men fishing, and they were not happy. They were really angry. I mean, they were giving me dirty looks. I pulled the Freelance up, and
Goofy reached over the railing and lifted her up off the dock and put her on the boat. And then you came up in the wheelhouse, and then what?
Well, everybody else came up in the wheelhouse.
No.
Oh, I got to drive the boat. Or I got to run the boat. I got to steer the whatever you want to call it.
With 100 people on it.
I did. It was pretty cool. It was an awesome first date, that's for sure. That's why I never left him after that. I thought, you know what? He's a keeper. I'm sticking with this guy. He knows people. He's important.
So that's how I did it, gang.
So we didn't get to have a date like to ourselves.
Not an intimate
We shared
date.
it with a lot of other people, a lot of passengers, but it was cool.
But then we caught 300 squid that night and then spent the next 3 hours filleting them in front of Newport Harbor, dropped the anchor, closed the wheelhouse door. That was one of the very few times where I didn't allow everyone to come in the wheelhouse. And I just sat up in the wheelhouse and told Kelly my life story.
Yeah, you did all the talking. Surprise. But you did. I remember getting sick. Another time we were on the Freelance and I got sick. I got very, very sick.
4th of July.
On the 4th of July, it was so rough. And the wheelhouse was packed with people wanting to talk to Dave and say hi, or, and I was going to toss my cookies, I guess. Is that what a way for throwing up? And I told Dave, there's too many people in here. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to be sick. And he immediately grabbed a wastebasket and shoved everybody out, told everybody to leave. And then I proceeded to throw up.
In the wheelhouse trash can. We left it for Chris Goebel so he would enjoy it the next morning.
Yeah. So, that was a time when you had to tell everybody to leave because I was sick. And after that, it took me forever
years to
get my sea legs. I just couldn't. I mean, if I just looked at a boat, I got nauseous. So that was fun. So anyways, thanks, John, for asking that question. That's a fun question.
So hopefully you got figured out our first date was like.
I know. I went on with some other.
You did good. But John, or Sean Doyle, Bill Varney and I have been talking about this on Wednesdays. I'm going to have Chris Dunn come on here and talk about it. The El Nino that they're calling for this year. Well, if you look, we're already in a pattern of El Nino with these storms. We're having the big storms. My son lives up in Tahoe. They just had a massive avalanche 2 days ago up there on the North Shore over there on one of the ski resorts, Squaw Valley. And they've never seen that before. It's just setting up to be a real El Nino like 1983 was. The thing, a lot of people are saying, well, we're missing the red crabs. Well, if you remember in 83, the red crabs didn't show up until the springtime. So I believe that we are in store for a real big time El Nino, but it's weather and it's prediction. Everything can change. But the way that the weather patterns look, and Bill Varney talked about it on the show the last couple of weeks, everything looks like it's going to be an El Nino. So that being said, get ready. It's going to rain like heck this month. It's going to rain and storm probably all the way through April. So just hang on to your hats and get ready. It's going to be quite the weather event this year.
You want me to help out reading those?
No, I got them.
We are all under the impression that you don't know how to read.
I don't know how to read. Let's be perfectly honest.
I know you're trying to. I know you're struggling.
No, they put pictures on there, and I can.
I'm being mean to you today. I'm
see
so
the
sorry.
pictures
I am so
today.
Sorry. Today, stop.
Gang, while KellyGirl reads the next question, gets ready for it, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance. Larry Hansen just sent me in a text message that they just bought the hold on. What exact? I want to make sure I say the exact right. They just bought the Whale's Tail in Lopez Mateos. That's a hotel there in Lopez Mateos. So that's going to help us out tremendously doing trips there, because it's if you've seen my videos and you've seen everything that we talk about in Lopez Mateos, it's a very rustic town. It's exactly what you want, though, if you're a fisher person and you want to go and back the old days. I mean, we got scallops and oysters, zillions of different kinds of fish there. And now Larry's got a hotel he just purchased. So it's going to be very, very easy to fish with KellyGirl and I in the fall up there at Lopez Mateos with this new hotel coming online with Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance, gang. And I'm going to just show you guys the QR code so you can find out what's going on. And then when you go on the QR code, you're also going to be able to see this trip we have going to Alaska. There's the QR code so you guys can all see what's going on. I didn't mean to get in front of behind the mic, Mike, but I was trying to pull that up there. But if you grab the QR code, Larry Hansen's phone number is available there through the QR code, the website. That's our trip to Gustavus, Alaska, that we have a few openings on. And then super exciting, and we'll be talking about this a lot. Larry and I will be talking about it at the Bard Hall show up on the stage. We'll be talking about this new hotel. I'm super. This news just came through the Skadoolie. So
the Skadoolie.
It's going to be insane, gang. I love Lopez Mateos. If I got time to go fishing, that's where I'm going. I don't want to go anywhere else. It is absolutely magical there, gang. It's going back. If you can set the clock back 1,000 years ago, that's what going to Lopez Mateos is like. There is nothing there. There's no houses. There's no development. I mean, there's a little town, but once you leave that town and take off on the Pongas and go through the mangrove, there is nothing. And there's beautiful white sand beaches, billions of shells, whales, dolphins, billions of different kinds of birds. It's an unbelievable experience if you've never done it before. It's got to be on every outdoor person's bucket list. You don't have to be a fisherman. You can go there and literally spend all day on the Ponga just looking at birds. Birds that you can't even comprehend are out there, and the shells and the sea life and there's just the millions of different things. And then if you're a fisherman, it's off the hook. Downtown hash brown.
You love going there. You love going fishing there.
I love every part of it. So I'm super excited about this. We'll talk more about it at the Bard Hall show. It's going to be insane, gang. It's going to be awesome to get you all up there and let you all experience. And a lot of people ask me about the travel. How do I get there and how do I do that? Gang, you can fly into Loretto. First of all, KellyGirl and I live in Mexico. I know. Oh, we live in Mexico. Yep. Don't believe everything you see on the internet or on network television. KellyGirl goes out in the car and drives around by herself.
I go shopping.
Is anybody grabbing you, trying to?
No, no one. No, they don't want me. No,
nobody's trying to kidnap you.
No one has ever tried to kidnap me.
No, that's so funny. Like when your mom came, your mom's like, "Are they going to kidnap me?" I go, "Well, my boss is a billionaire, and they don't want him."
Yeah.
I was like, "Peggy, what do you have? What kind of?" What do you?
Yeah, they don't. Nobody's ever attempted to even
come close to kidnapping. So just understand. So this is in Baja California, 3/4 of the way down the Baja Peninsula is where Lopez Mateos is located. You can fly from most of the major airports to Loretto. When you land in Loretto, it's a big airport. It's a big airport. You land there, you can rent a car, or Larry and I will pick you up in the vans. We'll take you to Lopez Mateos. It's about an 1.5-hour drive from Loretto up the mountain and onto the other side, onto the Pacific side. And then you're in, if you can Google map Lopez Mateos and the area there, you just will be blown away. You'll never have to go in the ocean. There's no big swells. Those of you that are susceptible to seasickness and you only like to fish on lakes, you're going to love Lopez Mateos. It's a giant lake, 50, 60 mile long lake with 8 million different inlets and outlets, and it's just incredible. But you got nothing to be afraid of.
No, not at all.
There's nothing to be afraid of. When you land at our airport in Cabo, there's probably 20 to 30 private jets owned by billionaires. They're not afraid. So don't be afraid of Mexico, gang. It's silly to be afraid. And we're right here. If any of your wives or
oh my gosh,
want to ask Kelly a question about living here,
Kelly. It's so when we go up to the United States or to California, we get a little concerned. We have to be aware of our surroundings.
When we were in San Diego for the Bill Shedd Lifetime Achievement Award, we were kind of blown away by the zombies walking around the Target. We don't have that here.
No, we don't have a Target, but if we did,
there wouldn't be zombies walking around there. But gang, don't be afraid of Mexico. It's just a fantasy. It's not real. Everything you hear is not real. It's not real. But
if you're looking,
don't move here though. Don't move here. There's so many flipping people here. We don't need any more people to move here. But
if you're looking for trouble, you can find it. But we are not looking. You have to really be looking for it.
But check out
trouble.
Check out that QR code. I'm going to pull it down here now because we got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about. Do you have any questions?
We have a lot of questions. I want to just. I'm not going to read this whole question. I just want to ask. I want to ask a question. I'm going to answer a question with a question, and that's to you, Mike Lewis. What makes you think I have a maintenance routine and that it's a long one? I mean, I think, don't I just wake up like this, Dave?
Yeah,
There's
Mike
nothing
Lewis,
for you to accept.
Except the fact that Mike Lewis and Jamie Lewis have been here.
Well, I guess that's right. Yeah, Dave still hasn't accepted my maintenance routine. You're okay. You're okay, but
Yeah, because as you can tell, I spend hours getting ready every day.
Yeah, I'm pretty good though.
Don't even pull the camera down because I don't even have any pants on.
I don't wash my hair but once a week. And so that makes it nice. But yeah, I take a long time. Anyway, moving on. Thanks, Mike, for the question. That was great.
Woo!
Jeez.
How do you get to send in your questions? Send them to 949-374-0786. That's our personal telephone.
And thank you though for the compliment on my hair. You're so sweet. Let's see. Okay, here's a question. I'm not sure who this is, but what will the inshore and offshore fishing be like if the El Nino is similar to 1983?
Well, if it's like and I always go back to 1983, gang, because that was an incredible. The last few El Ninos that we've had, the problem is there hasn't been any real consistent stuff going on. You had to work real hard and look real hard. 2015, it was good. It was a fun El Nino, but it wasn't like 83. 83, all you had to do was get 2 or 3 miles off the beach and throw some feathers in the water, and you would get a jig strike on yellowtail dorado or yellowfin tuna. You didn't really even have to know how to fish. It was pretty an insane time to be alive. If it's like that, the problem is the water gets 82, 83 degrees on the beach. All the kelp dies, all the calico bass, sand bass, all that stuff kind of gets pushed up north. It has to get out of there because it's not a warm water fish. So the inshore fish suffers tremendously during an El Nino. The kelp, all the stuff that grows on the bottom, all that stuff dies. And it makes it real tough for inshore fishing, and it takes years for it to come back. As far as offshore fishing goes, it's incredible. It's an absolute insane thing. We had big-eyed tuna. We had whale sharks. We had sailfish. We had black marlin, blue marlin, zillions of yellowfin tuna, dorado, yellowtail. It was incredible. And if that's what's going to come in from the El Nino, bring it on, baby, because there's a lot of people that can take advantage of that. When it makes the thing about El Nino, it makes everyone look like a good fisherman. It makes everybody really a good fisherman. It'll hurt my website because you won't need any help, because all you got to do is go 3 miles out, stop the boat, throw some bait in the water, and catch fish. So it won't help my website, but it'll be phenomenal for all of you.
Yes. Okay, well, thanks. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
So here's a question. Dave, how do people volunteer for the veterans fishing trips? I'm thinking this is for like War Heroes on Water. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Freedom Alliance, is the website. Freedom Alliance is the website that you go to. And then you're going to tell them, you're going to send them an email. They got a contact page. You'll send them an email and tell them, hey, I'm willing to do anything for Freedom Alliance to get involved. Because like Anthony Shea and I said on the show a few weeks ago, we do a tournament in September, War Heroes on Water. It's a big event and we get really excited about it. But this is and Mike Nars was on the show a couple days ago watching the show. Mike, thank you very much for all you've done for Kelly and I to let us live free. And we give back to the war heroes like you can't even believe. But gang, what people don't understand, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a year-round type of thing. So there's the group that we work with is called Freedom Alliance, and they work every single day with war heroes and the men and women that have made this country what it is today. So you want to get involved with Freedom Alliance. And it can be as simple as a $5 donation a month or as a $1 million donation. Whatever level you're at, money will help a lot for the veterans that don't have. It's amazing that you'll give money to save the California sea lion, which needs no saving, and then you'll step over a veteran to put the money in the can for the sea lions. It doesn't make sense to me. Never has. It blows my mind. But Freedom Alliance is who we work with. And then as we get closer to September, we'll be showing you more about War Heroes on Water. This is the event that happens in Newport Beach where we take 100 vets fishing on 30, 40 yachts. We need more yachts.
Yes.
We need yachts. Like Anthony Shea said, nothing pisses him off more than when we drive through the harbor and Anthony's got his 3 boats in it and he's got all the other guys following him around. We go by your houses and we see your boats tied up to the dock. It's like, how dare you?
You know who you are too.
How
right?
dare you not get involved? How dare you live in the United States of America and not be willing to give back? It pisses Anthony off. And like Anthony said, if you're worried about the cost of the fuel, Anthony will buy your fuel for God's sakes. So get involved.
Yeah.
Freedom Alliance is the best place. If Elliot was on here right now, we'd throw the QR code up for Freedom Alliance, but you can look it up. Freedom Alliance is the name.
Go to freedomalliance.com
and that's how you can help out tremendously. And as we get closer to the war heroes, but Freedom Alliance brings in all the volunteers and everybody, so you can get involved that way.
And I mean, how many there are? Like I would think a lot of veterans that don't get to go because of you don't have enough.
There's not enough boats
in the fleet.
It sucks to leave anybody on the dock.
So if you can do it, that would be awesome.
And the whole process that goes through to pick the vets, it's a gnarly process. Mike Nars and the other guys there, they have to go through it. It hurts. It breaks their heart. But we only have X amount of boats. That's the problem, and it shouldn't be the problem. I know we don't have boats like you guys have in Florida, but we have plenty of boats that we should not be leaving any of the vets standing on the dock. But we do because I don't know why. I try to make everyone aware. I talk about it as much as I can throughout the year as we come up to War Heroes on Water. It's a big event. And if you don't have a captain for your boat and you're worried, I have a big, beautiful boat, but I have a captain that doesn't know how to fish. He's just our drive the boat captain. Gang, I'm available. I'm a freelance captain. I come up. I'm not looking for you to give me any money. I give away all my time. I fly myself up to California. I get on the boat. I give away all my time because it matters to me. It matters more than anything. I haven't been on a full-time boat in a long time, but I haven't missed the tournament. 6 years I've been involved in it every year. The 1 year that we were stuck in Florida, I gave them Chase. And Chase went out and won all, swept everything. My deckhand, who was also a captain, he went out there and swept all divisions. Gang, I am right there for you. If you have a boat, you don't have a captain, call me. I'll drive your boat for you. And I don't want a full-time job. I'll drive your boat for the War Heroes, and then I'll leave.
It's a cool thing, though. I mean, you get to participate in like the parade.
You get to go to Ant's house.
So many cool.
You get to go to Anthony's house.
There you go. Right there.
It's pretty. He opens his house to all of us and lets us all in there.
He is so generous.
1,000 people in your own private home wandering around. Yeah. It's pretty rad. Pretty rad.
Pretty special.
So thanks for that question. I appreciate it. Before we go any farther, Kel, real quick, we got to talk about this. Because we promised Brandon we'd talk about it. Something's fishy. Something Fishy is the most incredible
Yes.
product. KellyGirl and I can't even live in our house without this because of the cat and the monkey. And then the Captain Dave, the stench
I'm always
is
spraying that. It's in every bathroom in the house. It's in every bedroom. It's in our cars.
and Something Fishy
love
is an
it.
incredible product if you want to get rid of that smell in your house or the smell of your husband or the smell of your dogs or cats or whatever it is.
Whatever. Fish, seafood stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
You want to grab that QR code, gang. You're going to save on the product. You're going to save, and that's going to let Brandon know that you came from your Saltwater Guide by grabbing that QR code right there. And those of you that are driving around your cars listening, put in the code YSWG when you're checking out. You'll save. I think he's giving you 10% or might even be giving you 20% off. But this stuff, gang, KellyGirl and I didn't have a horse in the race. We were at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show last year, and Brandon walked up to us and started. He had the shirt on.
One of the nicest guys, by the way. He was so.
And he's
so
the
kind.
chemist. He developed this product, gang. And KellyGirl told him if this can get rid of the smell that Marley makes, because not that Marley's a stinky monkey. He takes a shower with me every day. Him and I take a shower together every day. Yes, we do. But he marks everything. That's what monkeys do. They mark. They love to mark. This stuff takes away the smell. I'm not lying. But then, like Justin out there lobster fishing, they're grabbing the bait and shoving it in. He sprays a little bit on his hands, rubs them together. No more fish smell on your hands.
This would be, I wish we had this, when we used to you used to take me fishing all the time. I'd be spraying this all day long because, no one wants to smell.
And look at how small the bottle is. You can put a couple of these on your boat, no problem, and you won't run out for a while. It's just one little squirt, and the smell is gone. Something Fishy is an amazing product.
Ladies, you could stick it in your purse, a couple bottles in your purse, or just one. And I spray mine if I go to like a public bathroom. I spray it because, I don't, but I use it a lot. I spray it here at home, outside, out in the world.
and it takes away the smell
love it.
Of herbs, like those of you that like the legalization of herbs and you like to have that. This will take away the smell of the herb right before you walk into work. No, you would never do that before work, would
Me?
you?
No.
Anybody?
No. Honestly, no.
Something's Fishy, gang. I'm sorry. I just had to talk about it. There's the QR code. Grab it. YSWG. All right. So give us some more questions, baby girl.
Okay, let's see. This is not a fishing question, but I think it's a good question. And this is from John Stanley. He wants to know if Marley knows any words or response to his name. And yes, he does. He knows his name. He responds to... he's very, very intelligent.
Monkey balls.
He responds to monkey. No, yeah, Dave. He's very smart. He knows a lot of words. I can say, look at the birds out in the tree. Look out the window. Look at the birdies in the tree, and he'll look out the window and look for them. He knows mom, dad, kitties. He knows the kitties. He knows quite a few words. I'm sure
when he hears Dolly's name, he knows it's time to get ready for battle because Dolly wants to eat him.
She's always slithering in here, and we just she sneaks in here, and next thing we know, she's like in his cage, and so we were really worried that something bad will happen. So we got to keep her out of here. But thanks for the questions.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's see here. What else?
Oh, that wasn't from me. What am I saying? No problem for?
You're so funny. Okay, let's see. When taking, this is from Richard May.
Hey, Richard.
In San Diego.
How you liking the website, buddy?
When taking veterans fishing on your own boat, do you have to pick them up at a designated dock, or can they go from his slip or your slip at a marina?
Well, what we do, Richard, it's a really spectacular event. So what we all do is we all take our boats, and we have boats from the Channel Islands and we have boats from San Diego. Everybody meets in Newport Harbor. And what happens is all the war heroes, there's a huge kickoff party at Anthony Shea's house. Anthony Shea was on the podcast a few weeks ago. Anthony Shea is a very gracious man, giving back like crazy. Anthony's very well off. He has jets and 7 different yachts, and he's doing just fine. But he has a giant kickoff party at his personal home in Newport Harbor. So all the vets are in the house having a party. And then we come up one at a time. We all get a number from Rod Halprin, who runs the show, and we get a number, and you're say I'm number 16 on the boat. That means I'm the 16th boat to come in and pick my war heroes up at the dock. So they announce the men and women's names, and they come down the ramp to a red carpet, and they climb onto the boat, and then we do a big team picture on the boat.
It's so awesome.
I get super emotional because it means a lot to me. So that's why we don't pick up at our own personal docks. We all pick up at Anthony's house because it's super important for the men and women that have risked so much and given so much for this country to see the love from all of us. So we pick them up there at Anthony's house. Then we all stage in the middle of the harbor. And last year there was 50 boats, 50 yachts. We stage in the middle of the harbor. Then on the back of Anthony Shea's 144-foot fishing yacht, he has the color guard, and he brings in a country western singer, a big name, to sing the national anthem. And then after the national anthem, we drive through Newport Harbor, and it is incredible. American flags flying everywhere, people honking their horns, yelling and screaming.
And they do the flyover with the...
And we do a flyover.
Yeah. And it's all live streamed. So your families could view it. Your friends can watch it in real time. It's just so awesome. And I love it. I love watching it on I usually watch it through Facebook.
If you're a veteran, the number one thing you need to see is how much America appreciates you. So that's what this is all about. It's to show the men and women that have given so much for us. Like I always say, I did nothing for this life that I have. I just showed up. I didn't do anything. Guys like Mike Lewis and Mike Nars and the other people that have given back so much. It's the least we can do. So, Richard, that's why we don't pick them up at our own personal homes. We pick them up at Anthony's house because it's a giant event. And then for the men and women to see everybody standing on their docks and standing on the bridges and standing on the streets of Newport and seeing the love, it changes. A lot of these men and women will tell you it actually gave them another year or another reason to live, another reason to stay alive, because what they've gone through is absolutely something you can't even comprehend. So that is why we do what we do. All right.
Pretty amazing.
It's absolutely amazing.
You had I'm just touching on that. You had I believe it was the very first War Heroes on Water. You had a gentleman on your boat that fought was it a bluefin? What or yellowtail? What I don't
bluefin tuna for 3.5 hours live.
And this was amazing. I mean, I could not.
With no legs, one arm.
And he fought this fish for 3 hours, over 3 hours. And he ended up winning or something. What did he won?
He won the yellowtail division. He caught 3 nice yellowtail, won the yellowtail division. We lost the bluefin at the last second, but everybody got to watch it live streamed. It's just an incredible, incredible event, gang. It'll change your life. Believe me. The men and women tell me all the time how it changed their lives. Like, you don't have any idea it changed mine. I had no idea what these men and women go through. And I sat and listened to every one of them, and I'm just blown away. I'm sorry. Gang, you don't want to miss me at the Bard Hall show. I'm going to be at the Bard Hall show the 27th and 28th. I got to talk about it real quick. Here, Bart and the producers of the show, this is only for the people that watch us. You're going to save $2. Whoop, wrong QR code. Excuse me. Don't look at that. There's nothing to see here, folks. Right here. Grab that QR code, gang. You'll save $2 on your tickets for the Bard Hall show. I'm speaking at 12 o'clock with Larry Hansen on Saturday. And then I'm speaking at 3 o'clock, me by myself on the stage, running rampant, going wild. Arnie will be there handing out hard hats. It's an amazing Amazing, amazing thing to come see me speak live in front of people. You've never seen anybody give a seminar like I do. When I come off the stage, I'm dripping, wet, I'm sweating because I take it serious. I want you all to be successful when you go fishing. So I actually care when I'm giving a seminar. You don't see me stumbling and bumbling for words.
And what do you do for the children that come?
Every child that comes to see Captain Dave speak gets free stuff. Every single child. I bring all the children up on the stage. I give them all a bag of stuff. I talk to my sister. I talk to Promar. I talk to Akuma. They're all going to supply giveaways. Hopefully Bob Hoos is going to give us some stuff from Costa. We're going to have plenty of stuff to give to your children. You bring your children to my show. I work totally clean all the time. My podcast is clean. All my videos are clean. And I work clean on stage. I never, ever cuss. So you can bring your children. And if I do cuss, I tell them all. I look right in their eyes when they're leaving the stage. And I say, listen, if I say another bad word, you all get to come up on stage and get free stuff. And it's happened.
Yes, it has happened.
Usually on the last day when I got too much stuff to bring home, I'll say some bad words. Not real bad, like shut up. Shut up's a bad word. And I tell the kids, I say shut up. But I don't say vulgar words in front of your children ever. But I give them another free bag of stuff because I don't want to let them down. I want them all to see what's going on. And I want, to be honest, gang, when your children come to a trade show with you, they're bored out of their mind.
Yeah.
And all they get to do is look at people's butts the whole time. But if they come to my seminar, they're all going to laugh. They're all going to have fun. And they're all going to get free stuff. That's a big deal. We got questions. We got so much stuff going on. Grab the QR code. If you can't get the QR code, you're listening to us live or listening to us in your car. YSWG 2024 is the code you use when you're checking out, buying the Bard Hall tickets. It's going to be incredible. We have another phenomenal announcement.
Okay.
We have a new person jumping in here live right now with us.
We have some questions. We still have questions.
Okay, well, we're going to bring him in because he's sitting patiently.
Okay.
Gang,
Yay!
just get over.
Kelly.
Hi,
Justin.
brother.
Justin, we're going to answer some comments here and then we'll get to it. Justin has a big announcement. Big announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Big announcement.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Justin, for understanding. Okay. This is from this guy. I remember him calling you on the phone, or you called him.
I'm a wreck right now.
His name is Dustin Scales.
Hey, Dustin.
He is, I believe he's a veteran, but he wanted to know.
Really?
Wait.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm sorry. He wanted to know for first trolling rod. What would you recommend for a multi-purpose rod? And what line leader combination would you recommend?
I'm going to get a PCH trolling rod. I'm going to get a 7.5, 8 foot trolling rod PCH from Akuma. I'm going to get a Makaira 30, and then I'm going to rig it up with 80 pound braided line. And I'm going to fill the reel all the way up to the brim with braided line, 80 pound. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put if I'm using lures, if I'm trolling lures, I'm going to use something like that. There you go. Like a Mac 30, something like that with that trolling rod. It's going to be a perfect setup for what you're trying to do. Thank you, Justin.
Thanks,
Always
Justin.
there for us. So a Mac 30, something like that. You can go to the website, get the PCH rod, get the Mac 30. A lot of the local tackle stores sell them. When we're done with the show, Dustin, if you want to give me a call at 949-374-0786, we'll get deep. Oh, you already know. You just text us.
Hello.
When I talk about war heroes, gang, I just lose my mind. I can't help it. It's just so yeah. Just call me and we'll go over exactly what rod, what reel you need to buy because we got a lot of stuff to cover here. And Justin has a big announcement. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blow anybody off. We got so much cool stuff on this podcast every day. We just run out of time. An hour just.
Okay. We're good. So we're good. I want to make sure we got.
So those aren't questions?
No, they're not.
Okay.
He's going to call you later.
All right,
Thanks,
bitch.
Dustin.
Call me later. I always answer the phone, Dustin. I promise. Justin Botrell, tell us all about what the heck is going on tomorrow night and what's going on Sunday night, gang. Listen.
Oh, I thought maybe Amanda was going to have a baby or something.
No. We can't have
I thought
any
that
more
was a big announcement.
No.
Oh, I'm just
We
kidding.
can't have any more kids. None of those. No. So tomorrow, make sure everyone stays tuned. We're going to do a kids show tomorrow night, right around 6 o'clock. They're going to be pulling up lobsters. They're going to get a whole bunch, I promise. We're going to do everything we can to get them. And Rylan is going to be my deckhand, so you're not going to want to miss it. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do an open party charter. The boat is done. It's all fixed. Thank goodness. So Sunday, open party charter, $175 per person. I need 4 to go. You can give me a call, 951-703-9442. Call or text me. Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow night is going to be incredible. I talked about it at the beginning of the show. I'm super fired up. Justin and I have been talking to some of our sponsors. They're going to kick down some stuff for the children that are coming out on Justin's boat tomorrow night. But what you don't understand, I don't think you all heard it. Maybe you did. Maybe I'm just preaching to the choir. Rylan is going to be the deckhand. He's going to be in charge of the deck. His 4 friends are going to be in charge of pulling and stacking the ropes. Your son is way beyond his years. He is a very professional young man. I cannot wait to watch this tomorrow night. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to get so much off of that live show to share with everybody, but you don't want to miss it, gang. Justin goes live for 4 hours out on the water. It's going to be really gnarly for you to be doing it with your son as the deckhand. And being up in the bridge, holding your phone down there, watching your son. You don't want to miss this, gang. And then it'll show everybody that it's okay to take children out, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sorry, Jeff Taggart's been messing with me. I'm going there in just a few minutes.
Yeah, and they're all going to be wearing some Your Saltwater Guide shirts and hats. It's going to be an incredible night of fishing in the harbor. A children's trip. Remember, we're all about kids. KellyGirl, I, Justin, a lot of the people involved in Your Saltwater Guide. We're about the children, and this has been put together by Justin. I had nothing to do with it. He blew my mind when he said he was doing it. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to watch. I really am bummed I'm not going to be there. I would love to be there. Just to give the kids.
Both of you would love it so much. Both of you would love it so much. It's going to be so much fun. And guess who's going? Did I even tell you this part?
No.
Augie is bringing us in.
Oh, good. Yay.
Oh my gosh.
It's far out. I am super excited. Augie's coming.
It's Augie, his son, Jake, his 2 sons, and then Rylan.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to bring Madden because he's a little, Madden's my 5-year-old. He's a little bit too high strung for out there, and I can't keep an eye on him. So he's a crazy child.
He's a crazy child.
But he pulled hoop nets the other night by himself. It was fun to watch. And then he went to sleep hard. He crashed hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rylan's gonna do so good too. He's been wanting to do this so bad. So I thought, instead of bringing adults and have them deckhand adults, I'm gonna have them deckhand children. Yeah, the kids. It would be so great because they're gonna learn from him.
You're such a good dad.
Kids are more apt to actually listen to other kids than they are to us adults, right? Because they listen to us like, oh, you guys are bossy. But they listen to other kids like, okay, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
If you ever notice, they always do that. I know my kids always listen to their friends and their friends listen to them. So it'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great experience.
I can't wait.
So happy you got the boat fixed. And then, gang, do not miss out on this Sunday night.
Yeah.
Another trip that'll be live. It'll go live across Facebook. It'll be another 4-hour live video. You'll be able to see yourself or your friends will be able to watch you out fishing with Justin on his boat. Gang, the way the lobsters have been crawling in Long Beach, LA Harbor too, it's going to be incredible. But one of these children are going to get the big, watch this tomorrow night. One of those kids will get the big giant lobster because remember, KellyGirl and I are giving away $1,000 of our own money. We don't have a corporation running Your Saltwater Guide. It's me and Kel. That's all it is. But we're giving away $1,000 US. One of the guys that messaged us, Sean Doyle, he won the $1,000 2 years ago for the best Dorado picture. We give back as much as we possibly can with our time, with our money. We appreciate all of you, everything you all do for us. And Justin, you are a superstar in the Your Saltwater Guide world for sure. I thank you so much for everything you do for us, gang. Don't miss the show tomorrow night and don't miss out on going fishing with, I'll guarantee you by the end of the day, that trip will be full and you'll be missing out. Get on the ball. $175 to go fishing with Justin? Come on, really?
Justin,
And we're going to fish threshers first. Oh, go ahead.
oh, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. That's going to be cool. I was just wanting to say that I've asked Dave in the past about you, like, does Justin live up to your saltwater guide's expectations or whatever? And Dave has always said, you have just far exceeded anything. I mean, he couldn't be happier and more pleased. And so I just wanted to tell you that because you're pretty cool, pretty awesome at what you do. I mean, you better watch out because he'll be the next, it'll be him, your saltwater guide.
No.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
Thank you so much.
We can only hope.
Josh asked that, no, Nacho is not there. The bait barge broke apart, and I don't know exactly what happened, so I don't want to spread any rumors. But the bait barge is not there right now. It's in for repairs. It won't be there until, I think he said April. But don't take me on that. I don't know 100%. I'm going to get it from San Pedro.
Yeah, when the bait barge gets back together, we will definitely have an announcement on your saltwater guide. We have so many members that go out fishing all the time. That's a huge crush blow to the lobster fishing in Long Beach, LA Harbor now. Without having that bait barge there, we all have to run now all the way up to San Pedro Bait and see. It's good because we all love Mike and we love seeing him and we love supporting the San Pedro Bait Company, but it sure makes it easier when it's right there in front of Long Beach to not have to burn that extra fuel to get up there, especially when we're fishing in Long Beach.
Yeah.
But
And that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go right outside of the breakwall at Long Beach.
Sure you are. Sure you are.
No, I'm just kidding. No one's going to know where I went. This is a special place I only take kids to. So
yeah, we're not going to share where we're at, except when it's over, you'll be able to find out where it's at on your saltwater guide. Justin shares everything just like I do. Pablo does and Sonny does. But we're excited about tomorrow night. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I think there's a young lady named Peggy Smith watching us right now.
Hi, Mom.
That's Kelly's mother.
Watching.
Mom's watching. We're just so stoked that everybody's watching, gang. And I'm getting approached by so many companies now wanting to be a part of the whole thing, the machine, your saltwater guide machine. This thing is hauling butt down the railroad tracks right now, out of control, except it isn't because Elliot's in control of the whole thing. It's an amazing, amazing machine.
Can you imagine if we didn't have Elliot? Oh my God.
Well, we wouldn't be where we are right now. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. And he helped Pablo out this morning, Justin, with Pablo's website. So,
oh, nice. Very nice. How is it?
Another company, because of you and Pablo, just called me today and wanted to do some advertising on the podcast. Fishingbooker.com.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I just got off the phone right before we went live, gang. People are starting
we need to talk about this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're charging me an arm and a freaking leg.
Not anymore. They're not.
I blocked out all my dates on there. And they messaged me before, "You really that busy?" I said, "Yeah, I'm that busy."
It's crazy. All the people that are approaching us, gang, we're running out of space on the podcast. I want to help you all sell your products, but gang, if you sit on the sidelines and wait, there won't be any space available. I can't have a commercial the whole show. It's an hour-long show. We throw a couple things out there for all of you, but we cannot have an hour-long commercial. So if you want in on this train, think about it right now. 600,000 followers right now. Do you think I'll have more followers next year by this date or less?
Well, hopefully more.
Hopefully more.
Well, I don't want to be, like, you're gonna have more.
I think there'll be more because we got
a million just because of Kelly.
Oh, right.
If we could get Kelly on the show every day, we'd already be at 1 million.
Oh,
imagine if you can get her up there while you're doing your
seminar. No, don't even. Yeah. Don't even. I am not.
I think she would be one of the first women up there to do a seminar.
Oh, well, I could give one. I really could. I mean,
there you go.
Yeah, I could. I know everything he knows. He's telling me well. But yeah, that would be interesting.
It would be a blast. I would totally give up my time on the stage. I'll sit in a chair behind her and just cover anything that she can't remember.
Yeah.
How long is your seminar? An hour?
Yeah, they're 40 minutes, but I always go
Yours
over.
are like
Hour
2
and a
hours.
half. Hour and a half with KellyGirl.
Oh my
Okay.
God, yeah.
KellyGirl.
All right. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Gang, don't miss us tomorrow night live. I'll be on there. What do you got there?
That's just the same reel. I'm just showing
Okay.
it filled all the way to the brim.
All right. And don't miss tomorrow night's live show. It's going to be insane. And don't miss tomorrow day's podcast. Is going to be absolutely incredible. Here's another thing that blows my mind, Justin. We got Cliff Gray.
I know
on
you're
the
so
show
freaking
tomorrow. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast. Come on.
That is. That guy's pretty famous.
Oh my God.
Really famous.
Just like Amir last week. That was
Amir.
insane
Amir.
too.
We love Amir and we love Sarah.
We love watching Amir.
He's so funny.
He is so friggin' funny, and he's going to join us on the trip on Sunday. Hopefully, if everything goes good.
I'm bummed that I can't go.
Kelly
down
can't go to
there,
Barn
up there.
Hall.
Yeah.
She has to take care of the monk.
Yeah, but I will be at the PCS show in March. So
Gang, thank you all for watching our show today.
we have one more question. One last question. This is from Tim Ogilvy, and Tim wants to know: do I have a favorite Dave saying? And let's see. Dave has so many different sayings, but I love it when Dave says to me, he'll ask me something only once, but he'll still say, okay, come on. I've gone past the asking, I'm going straight to begging. How do you say it like that? I love when he says that, but I don't know. You don't say it very
I'm full speed begging. I'm not asking anymore. I went right by the asking, and I'm full speed begging.
go straight to
Please
begging.
tell me what I need to know. And I tell that to Justin and everybody. No one's safe when you're around me. I don't care who you are. Like Justin was telling me the other day, you really threw Pete Grossbeck's reel in free
Can
school?
you believe that? I wish I would have been there to see that. Oh my God.
It's so funny. He was filming it.
Oh,
my God.
it was incredible. But yeah, no one's safe around me. I don't care who you think you thought you were.
So you threw his reel in free spool, but do you remember what I did to the Pete Grossbeck? I don't know what happened to me.
KellyGirl had been
I hadn't seen him in a long time.
celebrating a little bit down in the marina with. I was having some food, and Kelly. This was back in the day when Kelly would have a few cocktails.
I don't drink anymore.
She's sober, but she'd had a few tequila shots, and old Pete was walking off his boat. We were all going somewhere together.
We're
And
going to dinner. I don't know.
Kelly ran down the dock and got about 3 feet away from him and just
I
leaped
took
in
a
the
flying
air
leap right into.
and wrapped her legs and arms around him, hit him, almost knocked him down.
Yeah, I don't know. I did that. I still can't believe I did that to Pete Grossbeck. I did. Anyway, good times.
Everybody, thank you all for joining us. We'll bring Justin back on the show while we're with Cliff tomorrow. If he hasn't sold out his trip yet on Sunday, don't make me bring Justin back. Get those tickets for his boat on Sunday night, hoop netting. You'll have fresh lobsters for dinner. Don't miss out.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll be on the boat tomorrow, so.
Ooh.
Oh, well, then he won't be with us.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'll take care of it. But don't miss out on tomorrow's show. If you don't know who Cliff is, just Google Cliff Gray or go on YouTube and look at all of his videos, or go to the Joe Rogan podcast and put in Cliff Gray, and he had a 2.5-hour podcast with Joe. He takes Joe elk hunting every year. He's an incredible human being. I'm super happy to have him on our show tomorrow. It's going to be fun. And I'll see you all tomorrow. KellyGirl, what do you got to say to everybody?
I got to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.
And turn off the news. They're all lying to
lying to
you. They're lying.